Hi, this is Shui with a review of the Peak TAICHI. Quite a revolutionary shoe. I was really excited to get the shoe because they came with an interesting accessory. This little container comes with their latest innovative cushioning. It's amazing. If you leave it be, it just starts to melt and kind of flatten away. But I don't know what it is, but this is what they use in the midsole for this particular shoe. It just stretches all the way, wiry, thin, stretchy, and when you actually form it into a clump, it actually is more resistant if you hit it hard on a bigger surface, and if you press it at one particular point, you can feel it sinking like a quicksand. So that is the cushioning concept that a Peak was going for, and it's bouncy. Not like if you use a slime like this, it'll just fall flat on a surface. But this one actually bounces up. It keeps bouncing. It's crazy. It's nuts. And if you just let it still, it'll just flatten. As if it's some kind of a liquid. I can still feel it forming into a liquid form right now. So yeah, when I saw the review of this material among other reviewers, I just could not wait to get my hands on them, and I'm amazed. I'm thoroughly amazed. I still am. It's fascinating. It is just amazing. The shoe itself, you can literally feel what the advantages of this cushioning is. It's soft to the touch, softer than cloud foam even. But it actually is more resilient when you have impact on them. So on the forefoot, you're gonna have less weight on it, so it'll be a little bit more softer to the touch because those pinpoint areas of your forefoot, they will just be absorbed a little bit more. But if you're hitting hard, it will have a little bit more bounciness of a response or energy return. For the heel, of course, it's going to be a bigger area that's gonna be under pressure, and you'll be landing on them harder. So it's going to be less soft and mushy. It will be a nice little bounce back and energy return. This little heel cup, they do have a heel cup within, and this little plastic casing does a great job of providing a degree of stability, because this is soft as I can't say the word, soft as otherworldly soft. So if you press on them, you could just go all the way and just roll your ankles. But this little gimmick helps you stop that rolling right there. It just stops it right there. So that's great. It doesn't hinder the cushioning, but it provides stability. The upper is a one piece. It's a one piece upper, and these little lace loops, they're just stitched there. They don't have any reinforcements or wires stretching all the way to provide some sort of a lockdown. So yeah, don't expect that kind of a fly wire lockdown here. The material, it's a nice knitted material, and it's very elasticy, but it's actually, there's another layer underneath this knit. I wish they would have just have the knit and nothing else, but just for protection, for I guess they tested it, and I guess it's not as resistant as the fly knits. So they have another coating of sort of like a neoprene, stretchy material underneath. It's very thin, but it prevents the ventilation or the breathability of the shoe, so that's a little disappointing. But and still, it makes your toe wiggle around a little bit, so you are gonna have to reinforce your shoelace a little bit down if you want to lock down and you have some aggressive movement while you're working out, running straight, or have side-to-side movements. The outsole is incredible. It's reminiscent of the KT Anta 3, and they do provide adequate traction. I don't know how durable these are. The rubber is pretty soft. They have an anti-inversion torsion plastic plate in the middle. The naming is awful. It's called P-hold, yes. Well, at least they didn't say hold P or hold your P. So not bad, I suppose. The cushioning itself, the name, I guess I call it TAICHI. The shoe is called TAICHI, so the cushioning itself is TAICHI, I suppose. Peak, the weight is about slightly above 200 grams. I don't know what that is in ounce. So yeah, you're gonna have to figure that out yourself. It fits true to size. If you have a really narrow or small fit, you can go down half a size. If you have a really wide fit, go up half a size. For normal regular Joes, this fits just fine. Might have a little pinching on the pinky if you have slightly wider feet or a slightly Shrek-like feet. The inside, the Achilles padding is adequate. It's not bulky, but it's adequate. It's wide enough, but don't expect some sort of outrigger or anti-inversion safety feature on this particular part of the midsole. Yeah, what can I say about it? There's I can only give high praise for this shoe. From Korea, I bought it overseas through a dealer for about slightly over under $100, so the price point is not too bad. Personally, I feel this is better than Boost, better than Bounce, lighter than Bounce, better than Boost. I think it's going to be more durable than Lunalon, but we'll have to wait and see. For the first few times I tried it, it is out of this world. I can't wait for Peak to try and implement this into their basketball shoes. Yeah, they have a very sad, what do you call it, a catchphrase or a slogan. I can play. Oh, God, you guys need someone to be there in the marketing department to work out something more catchy. The color scheme is great. It's got that ash feeling of the LeBron 15s. Peak was first made prominent thanks to Tony Parker, wearing them in a lot of big stages, and Jason Kidd playing an important role in the 2011 Dallas Mavericks championship run.